everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're brand new. I'm very happy that you decided to join me today for another speed build, and today we're building something I've been wanting to build for the longest time. I know I very much often say this because there are a ton of things that I want to build in this game, namely The Sims 4 if you weren't aware of it, but this time I decided to build a Japandi inspired home. What Japandi means, as probably many of you can already imagine, it's a mixture of two different interior design styles, which are the Japanese style, so very much minimalistic and calm, almost like a Zen kind of interior design, and my absolutely favorite style ever, which is this Scandinavian style. There has been like this sort of fashion wave, if I can say it this way, and now this style is very much popular. Like in recent days, I think I've seen many reference pictures trying to portray this sort of interior design style, and I am absolutely in love. I think I've just found a newfound love for this interior design style, and I'm obsessed. I'm literally obsessed with this sort of mixture of different styles, different cultures, because if you think about it, like the Scandinavian style is all about, I mean, they're both very minimalistic, obviously. I think that's the main reason why they blend together so well. But if you think about it, the Scandinavian region in Europe is more like a cold region. It's often cold and it snows a lot, so they're all about keeping warm but also still being fashionable and functional, while the Japanese style is very much, as I've already said, zen and calming and relaxing. And granted, I guess it can be cold also in Japan, as we saw with No Escape. I mean, we literally got an expansion pack based off around a mountainy world and snow and there being cold. So yeah, I guess it can be cold also in Japan, but I feel like they are such two completely different concepts and cultures, but for some weird reason they just blend in together so well, and I'm so in love and I'm so happy that I was able to portray this style. Hopefully I did a good job. I am by no means an expert or an interior designer, and yeah, I know nothing about interior design because that's not what I'm studying. I just enjoy building in The Sims, and mainly all that I do is for aesthetics, which may sound bad, but I just look at reference pictures, I do a bit of research, but I'm not an expert, so if I did something wrong, yeah, don't come for me, it's just an inspiration. And yeah, overall I'm just really satisfied with the result. I really hope you're going to like this build as well. If you're liking what you're seeing so far, you can obviously subscribe to my channel and leaving a like and a comment to let me know what you think. It would help me so much and I'd be so grateful. But let's talk a bit about this house. I built it on a 20 by 15 lot in Komorebi, obviously. I don't remember the name of the neighborhood, but it's in like the more countryside part of the map, because there are like three neighborhoods. One is the mountainy one, the one in which it always snows and there is always snow, then there is like the more village one, and then there is the countryside one, and that's where I built this house. And it being on a 20 by 15, it means it's kind of a small house. I actually wanted to use the tiny living tile count, but obviously I failed because yeah, I always tend to make my house bigger and bigger as I go. I am practically not able to build a tiny home or a small home because, I don't know, I'm just not good at it, I guess. There are so many builders that come up with so many amazing tiny houses, and I'm not amongst one of them, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I just like to build bigger things, like not mansions, but I guess I could define them as medium-sized home. But yeah, aside from that, it's built on a 20 by 15. It's kind of small, not the smallest house you will see, obviously. but it has only 1 bedroom and 2 bathrooms. I guess that's the sort of floor plan I always gravitate towards. I don't know why. I just think it's because I based the houses I built a lot around my experience, and since I don't have kids yet, I mean, every time I build, it's like I build for myself, if that makes sense. All the waffling about the house has been done. Now we can finally talk about the new expansion pack that is going to come out pretty soon. I guess as of today that I'm recording this voiceover, it's a little bit more than a week, maybe, or 2 weeks. Well, it still misses a lot. I'm still mad that they showed us the trailer so soon and the pack is going to come out so late, but it's fine. But the reason why I wanted to talk about it, it's because the Game Changers have released some early access videos about this expansion pack, and their videos got me even more excited about it. Not because of the build and buy, weirdly enough, because I'm a builder, and so the main time I spend playing The Sims is building, obviously, but for the actual gameplay, I cannot wait to have that pack in my hands. I cannot wait to play around with all the animals. I cannot wait to explore the pack and to do the luck challenges, which seem really fun. I think I'm going to get a lot of enjoyment and gameplay actually from this expansion pack, which is weird for me because, as I've already said, I mainly build, but all of those animals are so cute. The bunnies are adorable. I love how they jump around. There are foxes, there are chickens, there are llamas and cows and birds, and moreover, we're also going to get a big base game update, obviously, before the expansion pack releases, and we are going to get a pond tool, which actually I didn't feel like I needed a pond tool that bad, but seeing it in action actually made me change my mind, and now I kind of want it even more. It's amazing. I cannot wait for this pack to be out. I think I haven't been this excited about a pack in a long time because obviously I am a veterinary student and I feel like this pack is sort of made for me because of all the animals and the countryside. I currently live in the countryside, obviously in Italy, not in the UK, where this pack is based around. But yeah, I just feel like this pack speaks to me for so many different reasons, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. I'm not that excited for all the build items, but just because it's not entirely my style, I think it's really cute. It almost reminds me a bit of Disney, like it has really strong Snow White vibes, if you get what I mean, like with the thatched roof. But some of the items are really nice. I love all the kitchen clutter. I cannot wait to get my hands on all the little tiny clutter pieces. I'm going to overuse them in every single one of my builds, as expected, I'd say. But I'm also looking forward to build some cute cottages in that sort of brick style, which is also my favorite style of cottages. I don't like very much wooden cottages. I prefer brick ones or stone ones, as you probably know, because all the times I build cottages I went for this sort of style, so it has to be expected. But I also want to do some cool things with it. I already have some ideas. I hope I'll be able to implement them without them looking too similar to the stuff everyone else is doing, because I do not want to copy anyone, obviously. But also I wanted to mention, because I've mentioned it in my last video, if you haven't watched it, I'll have it linked somewhere here or there at the top right corner, I think. I'm not so sure where it's going to go, so don't quote me on that. But I mentioned that I'm building something Harry Potter related, and I'm still building it, but I've decided to postpone it until after the new expansion pack comes out, because first of all, I think I can use some of the items and I'm so excited to try them out, but also because I put so much work, I'm putting so much work in this build. I don't want it to go bad. See, it's one of my proudest builds so far. I'm so proud of it, I shared a little sneak peek in my community tab. If you're curious, you can check it out. But we are actually at the end of this video. Obviously, I'm blabbering. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Now I'll leave you with the full tour of this house, and hopefully I'll see you all next week with a brand new speed build. Bye! Hi, ai, 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 ai. Sono a fuoco.